start this show over on Insta Live as well. Give me 1 second. Let's see. What is this that we're doing right now? Live show 3/5/2021. Well, that didn't work. Dictation software does not work for me on here. Hold on 1 second. There we go. It is the 5th today, isn't it? Okay. That's good. Good, good, good. Let's try that out. Okay, now that we've got both places, actually all 3 places streaming, introductions are in order. Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Tarot by Hilary Live. I am your hostess with the mostest, Hilary of tarotbyhilary.com. Professional tarot reader, demystifying the mystical and putting you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition. Because yes, my friend, do not argue with me. You have intuition. I believe everybody has intuition. And I see that Zuri has joined over on Instagram, so I'm just going to give a wave to Zuri. And if you guys want to tell me where you're tuning in from and that you're tuning in, make sure that my technology is all working and copacetic. That would be very, very helpful. That way, if I don't know, I can't help to fix the technology or do a refresh on Be Live, which is my third-party app for Facebook and for YouTube. So I see that Katie is here. Let me go ahead and say hello to Katie and display that. Hello, Katie. Nice to see you. And so, and Zuri is commenting on Instagram as I bomb your DM with funny videos this week. I did see those videos and I do appreciate them, Zuri. Katie says, all good on Facebook. Wonderful. And I think I did get a notification from YouTube that came up on my phone. But since I am using my phone to go on Instagram and to do the Instagram Live, let me just double check my YouTube to make sure that everything is copacetic there before we start up the episode. And funny story for those of you who are regular viewers here, my mom... true to form and true to her pattern, no matter how many times I tell her that I do this live show every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This time it was 6:22 p.m. and my landline rang. So I had to grab the phone. I didn't want her to do an extra long message on my answering machine and have that going on while I was broadcasting. So I just grabbed the phone and she was just like, are you busy right now? And I'm like, yes, Mom, I'm about to do my live show. So I know it only comes from a place of love, but for those of you who view regularly and know the story with me and my mom and her calling and sometimes calling and you being witnesses to me grabbing the phone when I'm broadcasting in my living room, that's, you know, another funny story or another instance where she did it again, folks. She did it again. So let me check on YouTube here, make sure everything is working properly. I see live now, live show, and live show. I just need to see if it's actually working. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Looks good over here too. So I'm not going to have that open at the same time. So the topic of this week's episode is, since it is the first Friday in the month, it is time for us to schedule the episodes that we're going to be doing for the rest of the month. So every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm here on Facebook. on YouTube and on Instagram, doing the live show, giving you a topic, whether it's about tarot or divination or meditation or metaphysical stuff, or even self-care and self-love, different topics for each episode, and whatever you want to learn about as well. So what I like to do, and we've been doing this since about October of last year, is setting up the schedule of episodes on the outset of the month so that we know what we're talking about on each and every Friday. So you can drop in and tune into those episodes live, or you can revisit those episodes in the replays, either over on Facebook Watch or on my YouTube channel or on Instagram. Most of the episodes that I've been doing over the past year and a half are available on Facebook and my YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and that's true for both Facebook and for YouTube. There is a little bell that you can click so that you can get notified every time I go live. So I see we have Lisa here as well. Hello, Lisa. It's so nice to see you. So at the top of every episode, so this is the structure of the episodes. If you are a new viewer here, what I like to do is I like to give you astrology from Teresa Reed's wonderful Astro Biz Digest. Then we dive into the topic. This week, we are talking about different episodes that you want to see for the month of March. And then we wrap up with the weekly not the weekend not the weekly forecast, the weekend forecast. And so the weekend forecast is usually either a card from one of my tarot decks that I'm working with, or from an oracle deck. So this weekend's forecast is going to come to you via the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. So that is where I'm guided to pull from tonight. So if you're here looking for a free reading, know that this is not the space for that. However, if you want astrology and if you want the weekend forecast that applies to the collective, please make sure to stay tuned to the end of the episode for that. If you would like to book a reading with me for pay, my readings are for purchase, and readings are available via phone, Skype, and email right here below, tarotbyhilary.com, and that is Hilary with one L. And I would love to work with you. So on that note, we are going to talk about the astrology from Teresa Reed, aka the Tarot Lady. Then I'm going to grab my passion planner, and we're going to talk about the Fridays in March and what you guys want to learn about. Now, there is one Friday in particular that I would like to teach a specific topic, and we will get to that at that point in the episode. So if that sounds good to everyone, let me know. I'm going to take a little bit of hydration break, and I've been rocking ginger ale lately because my stomach has been a little bit off. So I don't know what it is about ginger ale, but it always makes me feel better. Usually I'm rocking the water or the seltzer. Okay, hydrated, ready to go. I also want to remind people, it's very important to stay hydrated when you do this work, or even if you're tuning into this episode, even if I'm not teaching something specifically, hydration is still very, very important. So, and Katie says the plan sounds good. So let us get into the astrology from Teresa Reed, aka the Tarot Lady. And I usually give the astrology based on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So today, tomorrow, and Sunday. I'm not going to give all of it away because that is her information and her work. And if you would like more information about that, or if you want to subscribe to the Astro Biz Digest, I will give you that information. But I never want to give it all away because that would be really shitty of me. I see that Two Cups Tarot joined on Instagram, so hello to you. Katie says ginger ale or tea is awesome. Yes, I agree. I'm going to go ahead and share the description here. Here we go. In case you are wondering about the AstroBiz Digest and where I'm getting this information from, I'm going to go ahead and display that for our Facebookers and our YouTubers. Sorry that I can't do this for for the Instagrammers, but if you'd like more information about the AstroBiz Digest, you can follow Teresa at the Tarot Lady on Instagram. And Zuri, if you happen to still be in here for Instagram and you can put in her handle there, it would be appreciated. So all my YouTubers and all of my Facebookers, you can see those links to the AstroBiz Digest. And honestly, it's really a wonderful subscription to get, and it's only $99 for the year, and you're getting astrology every month, every week, every day. It is geared towards entrepreneurs, but I find it also very helpful in my own personal life. So let me go ahead and no, Zuri, I'm talking about Teresa's handle, if you can. But you can feel free to share your information too on Instagram. Yes, Teresa's links, if you can, please. I appreciate it. You don't have to, but I love having people share that information when they can, so I can keep teaching, right? No, it's okay. It's okay, Katie. Zuri is on Instagram, so she can do it. Thank you, though. So let us get to the astrology from Teresa Reed. And I'm going to pull it up on my computer. So let's see. So really quickly, and just an overview for this week and for, this is, oops, I didn't, oopsie. And I looked at the whole of March. But I do want to emphasize something that Teresa said for her monthly summary as part of the AstroBiz Digest, and that the hardest astrology for the year is now behind us. There will still be a few bumps in the cosmos, but after 2020's shit show and a rough start to 2021, we're going to ease on down the road. May, June, and July are promising goodies with Jupiter and Pisces, but you'll have to wait to learn about that sweet stuff later. So that is a wonderful thing to hear about, that some of the toughest aspects astrologically are already behind us as we move through the rest of the year, which is great considering 2020 was very difficult astrologically, and I'm seeing a flood of hearts coming up on Instagram. So I'm assuming people are very happy about that news too. And I do see that Dina is here as well. So hello, Dina. Welcome to the episode. So let us get to the astrology from Teresa, but that is a quick overview that astrologically we are through some of the tougher aspects. So for this week, and this is the first time I'm actually looking for the looking at the astrology this week. It's been a rough week for me, folks. A lot of stuff going on. So Friday, today, the Moon-Saturn sextile at 8:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time starts the day off on a productive note. You can move through that to-do list with plenty of fire. This is also a fabulous slot for serious communications regarding business. If you have anything important that needs to be discussed, host that meeting now. At 10:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a square between the Moon and Venus brings demanding clients and boundary pushers. You'll want to batten down the hatches if you wish to avoid getting triggered. Well, okay, that explains a lot for my morning. Another square between the Moon and Sun at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time puts grouchy energy into the evening. No one feels like buying, so why bother? Also, if you're traveling anywhere tonight, brace yourself for a delay or two. Today is a power day for Sagittarius and a weak day for Gemini. And thank you, Zuri. Thank you, Zuri. I see that you're happy to help, and I thank you for that. So yeah, Friday was a little bit rough. Today was a little bit rough. So I'm glad to see, or not glad to see that the astrology matches up with the energy that I experienced today. But let's just put it this way: if there's a square between the moon and sun at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's grouchy energy, we are going to be finished long before 8:30 p.m., folks. And it is a shorter episode because we are planning for the episodes for the month ahead. So Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is a void moon all day, so take the day off and play or rest. Even if you're trying to get something done, you'll probably hit a few brick walls. Everything changes when the moon wriggles into Capricorn, the CEO moon, at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This evening is best suited for meetings with power players, big strategizing sessions, and leadership. Sunday is more of the same. In fact, the aspects are so good for business on Sunday, you'd be a fool to take this day off. A Moon-Uranus trine at 11:09 a.m. is stellar stuff for brainstorming or networking with hotshots. It's also divine timing for a brilliant social media campaign. If you're getting your PR popping, you could see the sales rising. Another significant aspect occurs at 8:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when the moon aligns with Venus, an aspect that favors PR, exclusive sales, and social activities for your VIP clients. Ka-ching! Saturday is a power day for Sagittarius and a weekday for Gemini, and Sunday is a power day for Capricorn and a weekday for Cancer. So just to re-emphasize what I've said before about the AstroBiz Digest, it is incredibly helpful if you have your birth chart, your natal chart, and you can get that for free at astro.com or cafeastrology.com. So you can put in your information. You do need to know your birth date with your year, your birth time, and your place of birth in order to get the most accurate natal chart. If you don't have your birth time, I believe it's on your long form birth certificate. You may need to ask your family or your parents to be able to find out that information, because without that information, I don't believe you can get your rising sign or your ascendant sign, because you would need to put in noon on the day of your birth in order to get your natal chart. So it's always better to have your birth time, but I do understand that some people just don't have that information. And if you don't have that information, you could put in noon. You won't get as much information, but you'll still get, your rough natal chart. So, and then using your natal chart and then hearing about this astrology, or if you do purchase the AstroBiz Digest, it will give you more of an informed look on how moon sun square can affect you personally, or if Saturday is a power day for Sagittarius and a weekday for Gemini, that might affect you if you're a Sagittarius, or if you're a Gemini, or if your ascendant is a Sagittarius or a Gemini, or there's a particular placement in your chart. It might have that where that sign and that planet is placed in your chart will give you more of a personal look at how this astrology can affect you personally. And I do see that Dylan Dilly is here. Hello, Dylan. Welcome to the episode. So we just finished up the AstroBiz Digest, which I believe you already subscribed to. So that is the astrology for today and for the weekend. Has anyone had any particular hiccups this week, or Monday was a particularly bad day or a good day? Let me know, and let me know if you want me to take a look at that particular day's energy astrologically, just to give you a little bit of more insight on why those things happen to you on that day, or to make sense of it. So go ahead and put that into the chat wherever you're tuning in from, and I'll take a look for you. So Dylan says, hell yes, but I don't know what the hell yes is in reference to. Was Monday bad for you? Tuesday, Wednesday? Thursday, Friday? Or just a hell yes? I have the Astro Biz Digest. Tuesday was rough. Tuesday was rough for me, and Wednesday was very busy for me. But I see that Tuesday was a weekday for Aries, and I'm a triple Aries. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so Monday was really crap, and Tuesday fumer like Monday again. So I felt like Monday again. Got it. Okay. Yeah, Moon in Libra on Monday. There were good trines in the morning, early morning, between Moon and Saturn. So that was like for brainstorming. Moon Mercury trine at 2:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, networking, signing contracts, and marketing. And Moon Jupiter trine at 5:57 p.m. to send in book proposals, schedule business travel, upping your PR game. Monday is lit. So Monday seemed to have a lot of positive aspects, but that could be difficult for someone that tends to be wanting to do all the things and feeling like you have to do all the things in order to feel like good and right about yourself, and feeling perhaps stymied by physical limitations, or just feeling mentally like overwhelmed and feeling like you can't do anything. So just keep that in mind of how you deal with things personally, because sometimes the astrology looks so good on paper, but then in practice, it becomes really overwhelming and crazy. So, right. So there you go. And Two Cups Tarot is saying, I'm a Gemini and struggled on Thursday with motivation. Okay, well, Thursday the moon was void, beginning at 11:10 a.m., signaling a cosmic timeout. It's perfectly fine to take a chill approach to the day. You don't need to be on all the time. And actually, Thursday was a power day for Scorpio and a weekday for Taurus. So it could have been that you were torn with motivation rather than not feeling motivated. It was just like, where do I put my motivation, right? Yeah, publishing, PR, business, travel, and if you want to learn something new, hit the books. So it was like a kind of feed your head kind of day. So it was more of like an internal motivation rather than an external motivation. So I hope that helps you, Two Cups Tarot. Okay. All right, I think, and Two Cups Tarot says absolutely awesome, great. Okay, so as you can see, the Astro Biz Digest can be really, really great. Not just if you're an entrepreneur, it also can be very, very effective personally as well, for you to understand the astrology and what's going on. And also, we one significant change this week. Mars left the sign of the bull and slipped into Gemini on March 3rd. So Mars is the planet of action, and in the twins, we must be careful that we don't scatter our forces to the wind. You'll need to lock down distractions for the weeks the red planet scurries through the sign. This is also the transit for writing. If you want to get a move on with your books, blog posts, scripts, newsletters, any kind of writing that you're doing, you're in luck. Words are coming a mile a minute, and if you tap into this, you can churn out a ton of content. And Mars remains in Gemini until April 23rd. Awesome, great. I'm glad that helps Two Cups Tarot. All right. Anything else astrologically before we move into the crux of tonight's episode, which is scheduling the other episodes that happens this month? All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I have my planner here. And I have my pencil where I can pencil in all of this information. And I've been using my stickers. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we did an episode on self-love and self-care. And hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull that up. Hold on. View full playlist. So, love cards, tarot for self-love and self-care. Was that last week's episode? Or did I not? Oh, that is my bad. No, last week's episode, we revisited the Tessera Oracle. So 2 weeks ago, we did tarot for self-love and self-care. So I am going to go ahead and find the share button for that. And I'm just going to feature that in here real quick. All right. Media. So I discussed this a little bit on this episode, Tarot for Self-Love and Self-Care. I talked a little bit about some tools that you can use and remembering to schedule in that time for self-care. And I did mention about some stickers that Passion Planner has on their website, and actually some of those stickers were on sale. I don't think they're on sale anymore, but I did take advantage of the sale and I got a bunch of sticker books. Unfortunately, I don't have the self-care one at my hands right now. I have this one, my Ready, Set, Grow sticker pack, but there is another sticker pack that's all about self-care. And so I've already been using some of those stickers to make sure that I have been not only talking the talk, but also walking the walk. Ooh, okay. So we already have suggestions coming in about episodes that we can cover this month. So hold on one second. I got to show you some of these stickers. Anyway, if you want to know more about my Passion Planner and the sticker book, you can go to this episode right here, Tarot for Self-Love and Self-Care. Thumbnails right there. And sorry, Instagram, I can't display that right now, but you can just find that episode over on Facebook or on my YouTube channel. Either one will take you to the archives of the replays of all of these episodes. So let's see here. But I did want to show you what this week's Passion Planner is looking like and see some of these cute stickers here. That's from passionplanner.com. Okay. So let us look at the month of March. So we are currently on Friday, March 5th, and we are doing the episode on scheduling. So next Friday, March 12th, I am seeing a request for, Dina is asking for tarot and dreams. And Dina is also saying, thinking of things for Pisces season. So yeah, that's a good point. Tarot and dreams, or heck, Pisces season. And also we can also do some tarot for astrology as well, specifically which tarot cards are associated with the sign of Pisces. We can always do that. So anyone have any requests over on Instagram as well, please go ahead and put it in the comments for what you want to learn about this month, the month of March. So actually, I like tarot and dreams, and I would be down for that. Any other? I'm going to write it down. I say we do it next week. Dina, if that's all right with you, do you want to do tarot and dreams next week? I've got my planner right here. So for that episode, I would say that it's using tarot for dreams, facilitating dream work, and also using tarot to interpret your dreams as well, which is something that I have taught before. So Yeah. All right. So Dina says, cool. So yes, I've got it down. So we're doing the scheduling episode tonight. Friday, March 12th, we're going to do tarot and dreams. So coming up to Friday, March 19th, is something that I wanted to talk about specifically, considering there have been requests, and I did write down those requests in February when we did our scheduling episode for February, where people were requesting an episode for episodes for the Sabbats, the 8 Sabbats of the year, in the Wheel of the Year, from witchcraft, Wicca, paganism. What are the 8 Sabbats? How do I personally celebrate them? How would I recommend celebrating them? So what I wanted to do, and this is also quasi in conjunction with some of the work that I am doing, being in priestess training, is to bring this ministerial aspect to the group that I'm already teaching every week, especially because, yep, there we go, Katie, especially because some people have been asking about the Sabbats and how I celebrate them. So the next Sabbat that will be coming up is Ostara, and that, I believe, falls on the weekend of March 21st to the 22nd. And it can vary. Sometimes it falls on the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd. I think it's the 20th or the 21st this year. So I would like to teach about those Sabbats on the Friday before, so that you can take that information and celebrate that Sabbat if you choose to. So that is the reason why I'm saying I'm choosing one of the ones, but it's also been a popular request as well. And I don't know why, Dylan, I can't see what you're posting. I just see like a blank coming up for you, because you might be posting a GIF or something, but I can't see it. So, but I'm sure you're happy about this. 21st this year. Thank you. So because Ostara falls on the 21st, we will be teaching, or I will be teaching, about Ostara for that Friday, March 19th. So hopefully that sounds good to everyone, and it sounds like that's a big hell yes. So that's great. And now we come to the last Friday in March, which would be March 26th. Now I did see that Dina posted, Katie posted, Tarot and Dreams sounds good for Pisces season anyway, since Neptune is a ruling planet, and I think it is the dreamer planet. So another emphasis for Tarot and Dreams on March 12th. So sounds good to me, and that's what we'll be teaching. I knew it. I knew you were posting GIFs, and I cannot see GIFs in Be Live, but I'm sure they're really cool, and I'm sure they're very pertinent. So finally, we come to March 26th. So any ideas about what I should be teaching on March 26th? March 26th, yeah. And let me take a sip. I'm looking to see what the different dates are that are here for March. Because we have International Women's Day on March the 8th. We have daylight savings on Sunday the 14th. We have St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. And I believe March 18th marks a year of me working remotely. Oh, that's true. We could go into Aries tarot cards. That's true. What about using tarot and ancestor work and Mars, Emperor, the Tower? Oh boy. Okay, a lot of suggestions for the 26th. So I feel like we're giving Pisces its day with tarot and dreams. So, ooh, no, let's go with that. I like that. I like that a little bit better, Dina. Or Women in the Tarot because of International Women's Day on the 8th. So let's do that. Let's scan for Women in the Tarot. And I would love to focus on that, especially because the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the art in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck was created by a woman, Pamela Coleman Smith, aka Pixie, and also the Thoth Tarot, which was formulated by Crowley, the artwork was also done by a woman, Lady Frida Harris. So there is a lot of women power going on in the tarot. Sometimes behind the scenes, sometimes a little bit too much behind the scenes, because most people say Rider-Waite instead of Rider-Waite-Smith. I always say Rider-Waite-Smith in order to honor the artist that created the tarot, Pamela Coleman Smith. So I think that's a great idea. We can talk a little bit about the artists behind the tarot deck and also the women that appear in a tarot deck traditionally and maybe not so traditionally. And we can also look at some of the tarot decks that are more feminist based, so that it's not all stodgy all the time, and also focus on maybe some modern deck creators that are women. So that sounds good to everyone. And then we can do more Aries stuff going into April. So I'm writing down these extras, Aries and tarot and ancestor work. For definite. Yes, Dina, very, very important. She was biracial as well. Yep. All right. Well, I think we have our list of episodes. So let me go ahead and read that out to you. And I will create the episode guide or the schedule of episodes, and I will send that out probably this weekend into like Monday of next week, so that we all have that list and you can tune into the episodes that interest you. And it's always more fun to tune in live for this. So Friday today, we're doing the scheduling. Next Friday, March 12th, we're doing tarot and dreams. Friday, March 19th, we're going to be talking about Ostara in honor of Ostara that lands on March 21st. And Friday, March 26th, we will be talking about women in the tarot. And my stepson Petey the pirate kitty is losing his mind right now, which is very cute. Mama Hilary loves you, Petey. So adorable. And Katie says, love these suggestions and those ones for April too. Yes, I wrote those down. I made sure to write those down. So thank you guys so much for planning the upcoming episodes. I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't be doing the show. So now let us get to the weekend forecast. I'm very excited about teaching those topics, especially Ostara. I think that's just so wonderful that people are interested in learning about the 8 Sabbats of the year. And it just ties in and dovetails so nicely with some of the work that I'm already doing as a priestess in training for the goddess Bridget. So I'm always going to bring Bridget back into that conversation too as well. Okay. So let us get to, where is my, uh-oh. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure where the crawler is for my, oh, there you are, the weekend forecast. Ooh, that was a little bit weird. All right, can everyone still hear me and see me? Because I'm doing the crawler for the weekend forecast and things are buzzing over here on my side. But I don't want to hit refresh because I'm afraid that the entire thing is just going to go down. Just put in a yes, I can still hear you into the chat. That would be very helpful. Okay, all good here. Great. Wonderful. Okay, so we are going to be doing the weekend forecast for this weekend from the Animal Spirit Oracle by the Wild Unknown. And as always, with an oracle deck, it's very important to look in the guidebook or the companion book to see what the interpretation of that oracle is, whether it's a charm, whether it's a deck, because an oracle does not follow the system or pattern that a tarot deck does. So in this case, we're talking about the Animal Spirit Oracle, which is basically just like peacock or turtle or shark. And so it's important to go back to the author or the illustrator to get what their understanding of that oracle or that symbol is. And then I'll usually riff and give my own interpretation. And I love this deck because look at the backs are shiny and pretty. And it's just a really nice deck. The cardstock is nice as well. And this is by Kim Krans, who is the artist and author of the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and also the Animal Spirit guidebook. And I believe she came out with a memoir as well that's also illustrated. And she's a very nice person too. Hi, Teresa. The Tarot Lady has joined us over on Instagram. I was just talking about the AstroBiz Digest, giving you props. All right. Okay, it's ready. So the weekend forecast for this weekend is butterfly from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. So let me grab the companion book. And I believe butterfly is an air 21. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, butterfly. Undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, a practice, or a prayer, done at the same place and time will do wonders for lifting a butterfly's spirit. When in balance, cheerful and graceful. When out of balance, fragile and frustrated. And to bring into balance, daily routine. So since this is the weekend forecast, and Dylan is saying, yes, we love Teresa's work. So you're getting some shout outs here over on Facebook, Teresa. So since this is the weekend forecast, and it is precipitating like a great change, transformation, things might be gearing up, or they might be resettling again. That concept, and we did talk a little bit about this concept during the episode for tarot for self-love and self-care, where we talk about if it's not scheduled, it's not done, or it's not going to happen. That concept of daily routine, whatever that daily routine is going to be very important for this weekend in particular, for this butterfly energy. You can't fly. You can't, your wings are fragile, and it can't fly without that updraft or that lift of air that comes from a steady, solid daily routine. Now, don't forget, especially with something like meditation or a yoga practice, less is more. It's the consistency that's the most important, not the hours and hours that you put in. Some people say to me, Hilary, I can't meditate, because they think meditation, you have to sit without moving for a half an hour. That is not what meditation is. Now, if you are on Netflix, if you have access to a Netflix account, there is a really, really awesome series from Headspace, and I think it's called the Headspace Guide to Meditation, and each episode is about 22 minutes in length, give or take, and at the end of each episode, so it teaches a concept about meditation, and then at the end of each episode, it takes you through a meditation. And I think that if you're unfamiliar with meditation, or you think that it's something different than it actually is, I would really recommend you watch that series if you do have a Netflix account. And if you don't, I believe there are some free resources from Headspace that you can look into, because it really does give a down-to-earth approach to meditation that emphasizes that less is more consistency. So I think in these times of change and transformation, going back to that daily routine, no matter what it is, it doesn't have to be more than 5 to 10 minutes in length, as long as you do it every day. So I hope that serves everybody. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Remember the butterfly for this weekend for your weekend forecast. And I think that's it. I think that is our episode for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to remind everybody that we do this every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our schedule now for the upcoming episodes for the month, which I'm going to go ahead and say again, just to remind people of what we just talked about. And also, Dylan is saying, yes, that's the name. It's a wonderful program. Great. Thank you so much for verifying that, Dylan. I appreciate that, because, you know, I'm out here, you know, on my computer away from my Netflix account. So next Friday, Tarot and Dreams. The Friday after that, March 19th, we're going to be talking about Ostara. The Friday after that, and the last Friday of the month of March, March 26th, we're talking about women in the tarot. So thank you all so much for watching. I will go ahead and take off this crawler here, but we do this every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dylan is up. Oh, thank you. Katie saying, thank you, Hilary. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you for watching. Dylan also says, I also like using the ambient music on YouTube while I'm just sitting and relaxing after work. Some of them operate on different calming frequencies as well. Yes, wonderful. So that's a great suggestion about meditation. Sometimes meditation doesn't have to be a focused meditation or focusing on the flame or focusing on your breath. Sometimes it can be just sitting and allowing yourself to just be. I know it sounds weird, but if you've had a hectic day and you take 5 minutes to just sit, it can be life-changing and a miracle. So I just want to emphasize again, who I am, what I do. Again, I am Hilary, professional tarot reader, demystifying the mystical and putting you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition. Because yes, my friend, do not argue with me. You have intuition. I believe everybody has intuition. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again next Friday at 6:30 p.m. where we're going to be talking about tarot and dreams. And I want to wish you a wonderful weekend and a very good night. Let me wrap this up over on Instagram and wrap this up over here on Facebook and YouTube and show my end card for YouTube so you can check out some other episodes of this weekly series that I've been doing for over 1.5 years now. So thank you all so much for watching. Dylan, Katie is asking you recommendations for favorites on the frequency music, which you can go ahead and continue to put in the chat long after this episode is wrapped. All right. Take care, everybody. Thank you so, so much.